right, we're gonna get started here. All right, so welcome. Every exercise that we do today, it's going to be 3 sets of 40 seconds unless I tell you otherwise. So that's the structure of this workout. In between each set is a 30-second rest period. I was talking to people early in this group this morning that today's going to be an interesting workout. Hope you guys really enjoy it. I threw a couple of new moves on here, and without any equipment, it should be just interesting, that's all. So, it's going to be a bit of cardio, HIIT, some aerobics, and then the usual strength training. So, first thing we're going to do is something called a squat thruster. So, this is like a modified burpee, and I actually like this version, though, a lot more. So, you're in one place, and what you're doing is, so, actually want to go forward, you drop down, pop up, right? So there's no jumping up like in a traditional burpee, right? You're staying in one place, you're squatting down, you're thrusting out, thrusting in, drive up. This is like a good cardio exercise. We're going for 40 straight seconds. Don't need to land hard on your hands. Ready, and begin. This can be a very structured, squared movement. You don't always have to run or do other types of cardio. You can do just circuit training. Great way to increase your heart strength. Ten seconds. Stop. Good job, everybody. We're going to go in 10 seconds. Ready. And begin. "30 seconds. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. And stop. Good work. Catch your heart rate. Make sure you're catching on to the levels of your heart rate here. Going again in 10 seconds. Ready. And begin. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. And stop. Good work, team. Good work. Off to the races. We're off to the races to this hour. All right. So now we're gonna do a rolling single leg deadlift. So this one's a little bit funky. I've done this once or twice here before. Literally only once or twice. So it's a good one though. You might have to modify it based on the kind of mat you're using. So what we're doing this like so we roll into it, up, roll in, up. So you do a couple practice ones. We're not going to rush into it real quick, but let's say you're standing on your right leg, you're rolling into your left in control. So you're not like falling down, you're rolling in control, and then you're popping right back up with this right leg. In control on the way down, in control on the way up. 20 seconds and 20 seconds. Ready. And begin. Ten seconds. This is a really good exercise. You just have to have a nice soft landing. Try not to brace your arms out. Switch sides. There you go. Might be funky at first there. It took me a moment to get it going ambidextrous, but we're good. 10 seconds. Last one. Good job. Nice. So we're breathing in on the way down and we're breathing out on the way up. Breathe in into the roll. Breathe out on the way up. Right. Getting through this hard workout together. 15 seconds. All right. Let's do it again. Ready. And begin. There you go. Takes a second to get your rhythm going. It's a little bit weird to start, but once you get it going, it makes complete sense. It's very similar to a kettlebell stand. So if anyone ever used like a kettlebell and like held it up in the air and they tried like not putting their arm down, this is like very similar. And switch. 10 seconds. Last one. Down. Excellent work. So a really good trick here, is give yourself an aiming point. So like maybe 5 each side so that you keep it even. You don't want to be like 2 with time sets. It can be a little off, like 3 on one side, 5 on the other. So try and give yourself an aiming point for each. Keep it even. Going again in 10 seconds. Last set. Ready. And begin. We're going to switch. Last set here. 10 seconds. And stop. Good work. All right. All right, so now we're gonna do cardio good mornings. So we've done a bunch of good mornings on this class. What we always do is we always focus on breathing in on the bottom, hold it, 1, 2, 3, breathe out. That's the number one best way to do this by far. But we're gonna do this in a cardio version. So now we're going for a high volume number. Since we know the difference between the two, that's huge. As long as you know this isn't like how you're supposed to do it, it's a good variation, that is what's most important. So we're doing a different variation. Good morning. So, nice tempo here. Now we're going real nice tempo, hinging at the hips, keeping the heart rate up, 40 straight seconds. Ready? And begin. Right? This is an amazing variation. It's just not the number one proper way to do it, right? So a good way to mix it up, just not the way to do it every time. The way we always do it is what you should be doing to maintain your body on a regular basis. Not squatting, we're hinging at the hips, working on our lower glutes. 10 seconds. Last one, stop. Keeping our legs slightly bent, feeling it on the lower glute. Make sure you're getting a stretch in between each set. Going again in 3, 2, and 1. Thirty seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Great work. Great work. Giving yourself a little bit of a stretch here. All right, last set here, ready? And begin. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. All right, so now we're gonna do skater jumps. So continuing to keep that heart rate up. So, done these quite a few times. So, gonna be in like a tight stance. We're just going lateral. So there's a couple key points though. So here's my view, side view. Back flat, chest out, right? So we're keeping nice shape. We're not going too far, right? A nice leap, you wanna stabilize. You wanna stay, we're not bringing our legs back. Legs don't go back. It's like they're sandwiching together. So hips, knees, ankles should be strong and stabilized. 40 straight seconds, ready? And begin. Really get that butt out. So really stick that butt out, big chest, shoulder blades back, in an athletic position. This is an athletic position. Nice and low. Make sure you're nice and low. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. stop. Yeah, excellent job, everybody. Make sure that those legs do not swing back for this exercise variation we're doing. And you should be feeling in 3 points: hips, knees, ankles. All those joints should be solid, very, very solid. Going again in a couple seconds. Ready, and begin. Just consistent breathing. Just make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath here. Uh, 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Feeling the burn. I'm feeling the burn. And stop. Excellent work. Whew. Make sure you're getting your stretches. Those are the key. Stretching is the key. One of the keys. There's a lot of keys. Knowing which one does what is the most important. But stretching is definitely one of them. For physique. Like, not even just because I need to improve my flexibility, but like if you want to look good, you stretch more. It's that, like that's enough incentive. Ready, and begin. The more stretching you do in combination with resistance training and good nutrition, you're gonna have like a rockin' body, right? So stretching, lifting weights, some cardio, nutrition. But can't forget the stretching part. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. We're almost at the 1 minute water break mark. All right, so this is where I started getting a little bit freaky, but I think this is a real, I thought this felt real good. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a glute bridge overhead pullover. So how is this gonna work? So usually if you had weight, you would have weight and you would go over your back like this, right? But it's more complicated than that because it depends on your elbows. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get up in a glute bridge position, you're gonna be high, and I want your hands together like a triangle, and I want your elbows wide. So elbows are wide, up, wide, and we're reaching back. Really reach back, and you should feel an amazing stretch in your neck and in your traps area. But you have to have the diamond and the wide elbows and up so that your glutes are active too. We're gonna go for 40 straight seconds. This is gonna be reps here. I hope you guys like this one. Ready? And begin. So really reach back. Really driving through the heels, activating your glutes, but really reaching overhead, like you're reaching for something. Keeping your elbows wide. The elbows makes a big difference. 10 seconds. And stop. Right? So there's a difference with elbows between them narrow and wide. Narrow, wide. All right, so make sure they're wide. See, I just think there's so much going on actually with this exercise that it's really good. Going again, 10 seconds. Ready. And begin. really stretches you out in your upper body, right? So we like working on our glutes. I love working on my glutes, right? So we're working glutes, and then we're stretching out that backside region. You know, a lot of people have like that hump on their neck in like the back, and it's not even people who like have like a hunch. It's just like a naturally round hunch around the neck area. And this exercise does a really good job of flattening that out. 10 seconds. And stop. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? That round part right here. But this does a really good job of like stretching it out. So I'm really enjoying it. And then we're doing one more set, and then a 1 minute water break. Ready. And begin. See, it's not, you don't want to do a high number of reps, you just want to be good quality, really good quality. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. We're on the 1 minute water break. Let's grab our water. Great. Okay, so now we're going to transition into glute bridges. So we all know this one, right? So we're all going back down in a glute bridge position, but now we're doing glute bridges. So if you've got your resistance band, or you've got some weight, or you just want to go body weight, it's all good. We're going to be down on the ground. Lift our toes up, driving through our heels. Glutes are activated at the top. Chin tucked in slightly, like looking ahead. Right? We're going to go for 40 straight seconds here. Ready. And begin. Really hold it at the top. Really squeeze the top. 20 seconds. And stop. Excellent work. We're just going to stick to floor glute bridges. If you want, you can go do elevated, like put your feet on the couch, but I'm just going to stick to flat for right now. We know elevated, it makes it harder, but you don't always want that. The benefit of doing like a flat ground glute bridge that the elevated one does not have is that this one's better for realigning like your spine and like all of the muscles in your back, right? So it straightens you out. So it's really focused obviously on our glutes, but really straightening out our body. Ready, and begin. 20 seconds. And stop. Like glute bridges in general are just a very good corrective exercise. So like even though we're gonna twist out later, we're gonna work on our obliques, we're gonna do all that stuff, this like straightening things out is really, really important. Glute bridges are excellent for that. So really focus on just keeping the body really square, lined up correctly. Going again, last set, 5 seconds, ready. And begin. Thirty seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Hold it, squeeze, 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 and stop. Whew. Okay. So this is another exercise that is new for us because we don't really have equipment. So I was wondering what's another way we can really work out our back, but having a really loose back is so important too. So what we're gonna do is I decided we're gonna try this out. So we're gonna sit just like this. So imagine we're at a back row machine. We're sitting just like this. Our hands, imagine you have like a grip of a machine. And what we're doing here is we're reaching forward and then squeezing our shoulder blades back. Reaching forward, squeezing back. And you'll feel tightness in your legs, but what we're doing is we're stretching our back. So really focus on, being loose. And then when we reach out, really reach that back forward. So you see how my lats are like reaching forward like that? That's what you want to do with your own back. Really reach it out, stretch it out, and then we're going to squeeze, pull. And we're going to do this for reps. So it's going to be 3 sets of 40 seconds. I did this before by myself. I felt like this was really solid. So let's try it out. Ready? And begin. The squeeze on the back is the most obvious, and that's where you get a lot of the energy sucked away, which is a good thing, right? You want to feel like it's if you're wearing like a tank top, a bathing suit, or a dress with your shoulders backside open, right? We all like those curves in the back of our shoulders and their shoulder blades. This exercise with no weight at all will absolutely improve that specifically. And just your daily function of living, just being loose. What I notice is my clients love doing back more than anything else. That and glutes, and stop. Because the back is what they memorize the easiest, because it's what they gravitate to, because they feel so loose. And like it's just like not stuck and sat together. You're supposed to be like loose and twisty, not tight and like sat down all the time. We're gonna do this again. Ready? And begin. Keep going, keep going. Twenty more seconds. And if you have dumbbells, you can use it for this exercise. If you have lightweight dumbbells, you can use weight for this for sure. And stop. Right? And having a really strong and loose back is also really good for weight loss too. Remember, muscle eats fat. Your back has a ton of muscle. So if you're properly taking care of your back, it's going to take a lot of that extra fat. It's going to eat it up. That's what we want our muscle to do, is eat up that fat. We want nice, tight bodies here. Ready? And begin. Really breathe in as you reach, really breathe out as you squeeze. Breathe in as you reach, breathe out as you squeeze. 10 seconds. And stop. Nice, that was good. I like that. I hope you guys did too. I feel good in my back here. I feel good in my groin. That was good. I'm happy I did that. All right, so now we're gonna do something that feels less good, and we're gonna do renegade rows. So these more suck, but you know, this is like what we gotta do, right? So we're down on the ground. Like we just did like 2 really nice feel good exercises, and now we're just about to put like, right? So we're up, and we're going. Right? Try your best to keep your shoulders and your hips down. If you need to, cross your ankles, hips extended, put all of the weight forward. Do that too. So either on your knees or upright. 40 seconds. Ready? And begin. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Keep those shoulders back, big chest, airways open. Going again in 5 seconds. Ready. And begin. Uh, 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Going in 10 seconds here. Ready. And begin. Thirty seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. All right. So now for this. So we're going to do incline push-ups here. So this is, so if we can find a couch or a chair or something for this one. If you don't have one or a solid object, you can use the floor. Okay? That means you're going to just do a regular push-up. So what we're doing here is incline push-ups on a bench. So what we're going to do, right on here, right? So placing our hands on the couch, breathing in, breathing out. pushing up on the couch. This is a good variation of push-ups. For people who struggle with regular push-ups, this is what people should be practicing on. And this is considered no equipment because everyone has a chair or a couch in their home. So we're gonna go for 40 seconds here. Ready? And begin. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. You may want to put a towel on your couch. Whew. That was tough. That was tough. I'm tired. Whew. All right, we're going again in 10 seconds. Ready. And begin. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Whew. Oh man, it's tough. All right. Last set here, folks. Ready. And begin. Uh, 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Woo. Excellent. Way to get through that. All right, now we're gonna do reverse lunges. So this workout today is kind of all over the place, as in it's not all upper, all lower, all core. I did that on purpose, but just know that, like, you know, really good structured workouts are usually organized, like, you know, upper, lower core, something of that nature. Of course, I tossed it out the window today. And we're gonna do reverse lunges. One or two favorite lunge exercise, like I've said 1,000 freaking times, right? Just nothing but booty gains. It's just booty gains. So reach back, knees back, drive through the heels, hold, breathe out. And if you have like an elevated surface, that's what helps like increase the range of motion here. We're gonna alternate for this. Ready? And begin. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. right, going again. In 3, 2, and 1. Remember, holding that position, holding that backside position, right? So holding it. That's really what it is. It's not even just this exercise. It's this exercise plus holding it right here. If you don't hold it there, you are missing a key step. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and stop. Yeah, this exercise isn't the same if you don't do that hold at the bottom. Then it's just like a regular cardio, like resistance exercise. The hold at the bottom is what makes it unique from the rest. And I'm guilty of forgetting too sometimes, right? But like anyone who's really focused on that specific goal, that's a key. That's key. All right, ready. And begin. Tw 10 seconds. Almost there. And stop. Go get a water break, everybody. 1 minute water break. All right, we'll come back in 10 seconds here. All right, so we're gonna do single leg balancing hamstring deadlifts here. So when we do this exercise, I'm gonna show it to you on a piece of furniture. So that's for anyone who's really struggling, who's been struggling with this exercise in the past with me, because they're falling around. Grab a piece of furniture, because I want you to dig into your hamstrings. You'll progress into balancing another time, or maybe in the next set, right? Because it's not that hard of an exercise. Like, it's not like it looks way scarier than like it actually is. It's a lot more normal than you think. So straight leg, hinging, using the back leg, swing. Try and keep this hip square though. Like, don't like open it. You know, square, just like that, the best you can. We're gonna go 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds the other. And when you switch here, make sure you turn around so that the side closest to you is your safety side, and then this is your working side. So if I'm facing this way, I'm working my left leg, and if I'm facing this way, I'm working my right leg. All right, so ready, and begin. Because this is one of the premium exercises too. This is a premium exercise for thinning out legs specifically. So people who want to lose weight, this is an amazing exercise. Anyone who wants, stronger hamstrings, this is an amazing exercise. Switch. Begin. Ten seconds. This exercise has helped me improve my hamstring significantly, right? And I was taught this from a really legit Hollywood trainer who's trained like hundreds of celebrities. And this is an exercise that thins out the leg when someone's trying to lean out, shrink an inch around the waist, right? Going back to this, ready? And begin. 10 seconds. And switch. Begin. Ten seconds. And stop. Should feel a little woozly, like a little weird in the back here. That's perfect. That's what we want. All right. Going again here in 10 seconds. Going again in 10 seconds. Last set. Ready. And begin. Ten seconds. Switch. Begin. Almost there. A couple more seconds. And stop. Good work. So now we're going back on the floor. We're doing one more glutes exercise and then all core the rest of the day. Pretty much all from the ground going forward, except maybe the very end here. And we're going to do reverse hypers. Reverse hypers. So when done correctly, really good exercise. Still will always be a funny looking exercise. So when we're down on the ground, legs are spread, right? And what we're doing is we're driving our hips into the ground. So the thing is here is that I'm not lifting my legs up, right? So I'm not like lifting. I'm driving my hips. I'm literally thrusting my hips into the mat, and naturally my legs will lift up by simply driving my hips into the ground. I'm not lifting from my lower back. I'm not lifting up. I'm driving my hips into the mat and lifting, and you feel your glutes harden. Right? Big difference between lifting and driving your hips. 40 straight seconds. Ready. And begin. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. Great job, everybody. I'm going to repeat myself like a broken record player. Remember, our legs are technically being lifted off of the ground, but you're not lifting them off the ground by like lifting your lower back. You're driving your hips hard into the soft surface, and then they just pop up just naturally when your glutes are flexing. So, great job. Going again in a couple seconds. Ready. And begin. Like if you have ankle weights, This would be like amazing, this exercise. 30 seconds. And really keeping your legs up, squeezing your glutes when you're driving. Keep them up like a 2-3 count. 10 seconds. And stop. Whew. That was good. That was good. It's always funny. I probably look too funny right now. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. I don't care if I look funny when I work out. I just do the exercises that are the best exercises. I don't like to waste my time. We're all professionals. I don't like wasting my time. Ready. And begin. 20 seconds. Ah, 10 seconds. And stop. Whew. Oh man. So you guys can stay down. You guys can stay down. So now we're gonna do just traditional sit-ups. We're not doing crunches. We're doing sit-ups. So this is like old school, but it gets the job done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay on the ground, and our legs are flat. And what we're gonna do is our hands are in front. See, there's something about this right here. The reaching, like aiming for something and then reaching it allows you to get really high up in the core. You're not thrusting up. I don't want none of this bullshit, right? I want people's arms straight, and it's as if I inserted a pin. So if I inserted a pin right into your oblique and it came out the other side, I want you to literally hinge around the pin that I just inserted. So literally rolling over it and you're reaching. Breathe in and breathe out before you come up as well. So breathe in, breathe out. Tighten your core before you come up, up. All this together, fire workout. Ready? And begin. Breathing in and breathing out the bottom. Tightening your core before you come up. I'm purposely breathing loud so you guys can follow if you're in trouble. Doesn't always have to be loud though. 10 seconds. And stop. Excellent. Breathing in, breathing out. Tightening your core, squeezing your core before you come up, and then go through the motion with that tight core is the most premium way to do it. You feel it, you feel the burn faster this way than, I don't know, anyway, right? So this is X marks the spot on core. I know everyone's been seeing results on this because everyone on my team's results have been so amazing in this group. So it's the breathing. The breathing is a huge part of it. So again, time it up with the core. Ready? And begin. Seconds. stop. Oh, man. Getting back after it. In 3, 2, and 1. Begin. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Great work. So now we're going to do penguins, guys. We're going to do penguins. So now we're targeting the obliques here, targeting the space between the rib and the hip. Lifting our core off the ground, but remember, we're crunching on one side and we're stretching on the other, right? So crunch on this side while we stretch on this side, alternating. If you get really into the crunch and the stretch, it'll take some of the, it'll take some of the feeling out of the center core where we just worked out. Ready. And begin. Seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. So I'm going to switch it up on you guys because I'm feeling it too much in my center core. So we're going to go on our sides like this. And we're going to do side crunches now. So literally only targeting the oblique here. So we're going to go 20 seconds aside. Ready? And begin. Really focus on pinching those bones together, no matter the distance, right? Some people's rib and hip are really close together, and then there's other people's who they're far. But you're trying to pinch them together, and if you are pinching them, that's great. Just make sure you're comfortable, and switch. Because once you start to realize that, it starts to kind of freak you out a little bit when you're pinching those two bones together, because you can really pinch those hips and those ribs easy on the side for some people. 10 seconds. And stop. Excellent work. All right, guys, last set of the day. Last set of the day, we're going to do this oblique crunches. Oblique crunches. No more penguins. We're just going to get started. Ready. And begin. Breathing out on the way up. The breathing applies the same. For the sit-ups and this. Breathe in and breathe out before you come up. And switch. Breathing is still the same as the sit-ups. Just because we're on this side doesn't change anything. We're almost there. We're all set, everybody. Give ourselves a big round of applause. Great work. Great work. We're all done. Tuesday's a wrap. I'll see y'all Wednesday. Have a great day. Great job today, everybody. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Ben.
My pleasure.